This conference will now be recorded.
So, if you have any questions, you can ask from yesterday's session, or else if you have any queries, definitely you can ask now. So that based on that, I will continue today's session.
Uh, Hi, good morning. Kishore Raj here.
Hi, good morning, Kishore.
Actually, I have joined today. Can you recap like yesterday's session, like within 5 minutes?
Kishore, 5 minutes is not enough actually, but I can
Okay,
suggest you that today, if possible, can you connect today at 6:30 p.m. evening, so that I
okay,
can take you some 30 minutes recap.
okay, fine.
The same link you can use, so that we can
Hmm.
join at 6:30 in the evening. Then I will recap
Okay,
in 30 minutes. That will be helpful for you.
okay, fine.
Fine, right?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, it is possible for you to connect at 6:30.
yeah, fine.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So anyone else, please? Okay. So today let's because we have both IT and non-IT. So today I like to introduce some terminology which mostly administrators know. Mostly administrators, when they are working in the data center, they mostly use this terminology. They physically they manually work on this, like servers, physical servers, a lot of networking, different kinds of networking. So what is IP address, various things. As so various just introduction I want to give to all of those terminology. It is not mandatory to understand in depth actually. So just get familiar with them. So today we will go through those terminology, and ask me in between if you have any questions on that. Hope my screen is visible to everyone. If not, please ping me in the chat or just interrupt me in between. No problem. I may not see the chat every time because I will be sharing my screen now. So I request to you, you can interrupt me and you can tell me. No problem. So today we start with introduction to servers and networks. So who are non-IT, for them it will be will make it in familiarity, and they will not feel that they are from non-IT. So just get introduced with this terminology. So normally in a data center, as I told you, the servers in data centers, a lot of servers will be there. So all the servers are interconnected through internet, through network. So what is network, and what different types of network we have, that I will discuss in this session, right? So these are all called racks. Complete in these racks we have multiple servers are interconnected. So in these servers only the applications, databases, all the softwares will be running inside these servers. Even Amazon data center also, it will be even look like something like this. Even Amazon data center or any cloud data center you take, they have their own data centers. Inside it, they will maintain the servers like this. And what is the use of servers, why we require servers, those things I will try to explain in few minutes. So today's agenda is what is server and types of server hardware, server client model. What is server client model, we try to understand. Server architecture, what is operating system, types of operating system. So what is network, types of network, what is IP address, what is subnet, what is gateway, what is router, what is firewall, and what is failover load balancer. These are the few things. There are many more actually. So there are many more, but these few things will we address immediately, so that in between, whenever new concepts I want to tell you, at that time I will tell you. But as of now, let us address this basic terminology first. So a server looks something like this. A server is a computer that serves information to other computers called clients. Can connect to a server through either a local area network or wide area network such as the internet. What is local area network and what is wide area network? We will come to know in coming slides. But as of now, we try to understand that there will be multiple servers, and to each server, multiple clients will connect to them. So the clients will be using their own desktop or laptop, but using their laptops or desktops, they will connect to these servers, and in the servers, they it will have data, so that these clients can connect to it and they can get that data onto their client systems or onto their laptops or desktops, right? So why they require to connect and those stuff, you will understand slowly. Who are non-IT, if you're in confusion why they have to connect to them, then that will be you will get familiar those things very soon. I will give some examples, but just as of now, try to understand. We have a server, and to this server, it will not have any monitor. Only server will be there, no monitor. But the hardware configuration is very high. So lot around 196 core CPU, around 256 GB RAM. That level of hardware configuration will be there for the servers. But the laptops what we are using, those are just normal laptops which having around 4 GB RAM and some 4 core CPU to do basic needs or to connect to the servers. That functionality the clients will provide. And our complete course will be on mostly on servers only, right? So we will be doing something on the servers only. So we will be installing, we using manually. First initially we do manual installation, later on we use tools, Ansible, like Ansible tool. So those tools we will slowly we start using them, but before that we do we manually install the softwares like web applications. We install them, and we will try to access them through the browser. So how to install, so those things I will explain in a moment. So here we have various types of servers. We have blade server, rack server, tower server. So this tower server is very old server. That means around 20 years back they used to, in the data center they used to have this kind of tower servers. This one server occupies one single server along with hard disk and everything. But nowadays nowadays in data centers these tower servers are not used. But most of the data centers use blade server, and in some of the data centers they use rack server. So what is blade server? Try to understand. A blade server is a modular server that allows multiple servers to be housed in a smaller area. So in a smaller area, multiple servers can be placed in less location, small location. These servers are physically thin and typically only have CPUs, memory. Here memory means RAM, integrated network controllers, and sometimes storage drives built in. Blade servers are often seen in large data centers. So here these thin servers, sometimes they have hard disk or sometimes they don't have hard disk. So these all servers sometimes will not have hard disk, but they all connect to one hard disk. They will connect to one hard disk, so that these servers will have thin size, very thin size, because they will not have hard disk. They will not provide any space for hard disk, right? So these hard disks, they will share hard disk will be shared by all these servers, right? Because of that, it will have so that compact size. And most large companies like most data centers like Amazon or any cloud, they will go with blade servers. And rack servers is a server mounted inside a rack. Rack servers are typically general purpose servers that support a broad range of applications and computing. So not only rack servers, any server you take, those are for general purpose servers that support broad range of applications and computing. So end of the day, what the servers having, they will be having applications running inside them or databases running inside them. So why databases and why applications to be run in the server, that we will discuss in a moment. And tower server is a computer that is built in an upright cabinet that stands alone and that is designed to function as a server. So as I told you, most of the data centers, mostly they are not using as of now because it occupies more space. Um, is for everyone, is it audible? If you have any questions, if it's not audible, let me know, please. And one more thing we should understand about client server model. So normally when you browse, for example, you are sitting one of the, these are the three servers, for example, three persons sitting in three persons sitting on in different locations, uh, right, in different countries maybe, or in the same country in different locations. Then this person trying to access amazon.in, when he types amazon.in, then so the main page should come up, right? So the browser immediately connects to the, not to the server, actually not to the server directly, but in between we have different servers again called load balancers, different things, DNS servers we have, but those things I will not introduce right away. But as of now, because we have non-IT students as well, so keeping in them view, I am not introducing the new terminology, all the terminology here itself. So just try to understand, when you browse any open any website, the website sending a request, actually it sends a request to a server. So this is the same server which we are discussing. That server can be somewhere in this rack, in the blade server, somewhere in this rack it will be there, it will be running somewhere inside it. So inside it, the amazon.in, the web application will be running inside this server. So when the request goes to the server, then the server will give a response back. What will be the response? The response will be the main page. Again, the client, suppose you want to view about a mobile information, he clicks on the mobile, that image, particular mobile image, then again a request goes to the server, and server again responds back with the mobile details. So for this to happen, we should have network, that is nothing but internet should have, so that the client and this is the server both can communicate. So that you should understand. So whenever you browsing, definitely you should understand there should be a server somewhere sitting in the data center. So I hope you know what is data center is. A data center is a building in that lot of servers are running over there. So when you browse, definitely a server will respond to it. So who will connect to that server? Then internet will connect to it, right? So in short, internet will connect to it, and then from the internet only we get the response back to the same browser. Suppose if the client here, the client can be a laptop, he may be using on the laptop. If he might have opened amazon.in on the laptop, maybe on the mobile, or maybe on the desktop. So when a request going to the server, the request also contains from which kind of device the request is coming, whether it is coming from a mobile or from a laptop or from a desktop. Basing on its screen size, the server will send the data. If it's a mobile, then accordingly the server will respond with that much of data, that much screen size and everything. Basing on that size of this mobile, it will send the data to the client so that they can view it properly on their mobile. So this way the server will take care. So this to happen, we should have a internet or a networking should have. So this is called client server model. If you have any doubts, ask me in between, don't, no problem. Now comes server architecture. Server architecture is a foundational layout or model of a server based on which a server is created and are deployed. It defines how a server is designed. You see, it's all inside the data center. So one server connects to another server. So and this server again connects to another server, another database. So this all done by the designers, are the people who design the application. They design it, they architect it, and accordingly they will inform to the administrators team saying that we want these many servers. Once the servers are ready, then they will, accordingly as they planned, on each server they will deploy whatever software they want. So before we move to what is operating system, let's take some time to understand uh, how a client server works. So normally in this data center, it is a data center. In this data center, you will have your server running here, and another server also will be there. Here I'm taking only example of two servers, but it will in the data center will contain lot of servers in that. So this is server, and from here, this you are accessing from the browser. So multiple people using from the browser, right? And here in this server, the application will be running. In this server, the application will be running. This is your it can be your Amazon application, right? Another software also running. It is called web server. So we should understand what is this. This already I told you. This is your Amazon application, for example, and this is your another application called web server, right? This is called web server. So whenever a application this is a server now, it's inside a data center. So whenever a person whenever you type amazon.in, then the request first goes to the web server. So and then the web server then connects to the application. Then the application, suppose this person want to view details about a mobile model. Then whenever you clicks on the mobile model, immediately through the internet, it will go to that in the data center. It will connect to that server. This is a server now. This is one server one you can think of, and this is server 2. And in this server we will be having a software installed here, a database. This database will contain all the details about your any product. This is a database. Again database is nothing but it is also it is also a software. So right, when you download something from the internet, any exe file, any binary file, when you download, and what you have to do, you will double click on it and you will install it, right? So when you install it, only that application will start running, and then you can use it. Similarly, database also a software. It will be always already installed in this server, and it will be running, and it contains what? It contains all the data. It contains all the data. So this application, the Amazon application, suppose this person want to view more about a mobile application. You want some details about particular mobile model. The request first goes to web server. Web server is another application. What is that? I will explain you in a moment. Web server is another application, and the real application is our Amazon app. So web server gets the request first from the browser, and web server transfers that request to the Amazon application. And Amazon application does not have any mobile details. The details will be actually having in the database. Then the Amazon application will again connect to the database. Then database gives the details about the mobile. So in short, why I am giving this information in this class itself? Why? Because this model you should keep in your mind. So whenever we're talking about deploying an application, then all this will be involved in real time. A application, Amazon application alone will not be there. It will also need a database. And who are non-IT, you should understand that Amazon application is in this one server, right? Such servers will be there in hundreds of numbers, thousands of numbers. The same structure will be there in more than 100 servers, 1000 servers. I'm giving you only one server example. Similar way, there will be thousands of replicas. Thousands of such sets are running on in thousands of servers. Why? Because right, every day easily 50,000 to 1 lakh 2 lakhs people will try to connect to Amazon website. When they try to connect to Amazon website, if there is only one server and which will be serving all this 1 lakh people, it cannot serve. If it has to serve, then it has to use lot of CPU, lot of RAM. When the RAM is full or processor is full, then the server will crash. When server crash, then the application will not run in the server. Then the person who trying to access the website, he cannot see anything on his browser. Then he will go to another website, maybe another competitor website like Flipkart. That is the reason most of the companies like Amazon, what they do, they will create such setups in thousands of numbers. They will create thousands of servers, thousands of databases, same setup, so that if the number can be anything, lakhs people come, no problem. If the server is busy, then automatically you will be reconnected to another server which is not busy. In that also same Amazon application is running inside it. I will repeat these things, don't worry, this is only not first time. I will repeat these things in between whenever required. If even you don't understand, no worry, but at least whatever you understand, you remember them. And one important thing you should understand, what is web server here. See, it is same like when you go to a restaurant. When you go to a restaurant, you go to and you sit there, and a server will come to you. A server will come to you to take the order, and then you what you do, you will tell the food items what you want to have. Then the server note it down, and you will go to the kitchen, right? The server will go to the kitchen and informs the cook saying that we want this food to be prepared, right? After some time, the you will prepare, cook will prepare, and again server goes to the kitchen and brings the food to onto the table of the customer's table, right? This is very normal activity we see in a restaurants. The same thing is here also. So whenever you browsing something, you are a customer here, you ordering something, you want some mobile information on your browser, the order first goes to the server. So he is a person, same like a restaurant, he also is a server, but it is a application server. The request first goes to the server, then the server goes to cook. Here cook is nothing but your application itself, Amazon application. Then it will goes to cook, and it informs that this some person requires about this mobile information. Then Amazon immediately connects to the database, which is again running in another server. This is server 1 and this is server 2. This is server 2. In this server, this database is running. This it connects and gets the mobile information from this database. And immediately Amazon gives back to web server, and web server immediately gives that back to the browser, and browser displays the information. So in our coming sessions, when we working on the cloud, I will repeat this thing and we will implement it. We will install a web server, we will install an application, and we will show you on the, and we will see how we can access through the browser. You all can access them. Once we install it, you all can access on your mobile or on your laptop, whichever you are using right now. So we will see that live test, we will do live that one when we start Amazon cloud. If you have any doubt in this picture, please let me know, I will clarify it. So such way the architects design it actually. There are multiple things goes inside actually. Such way they design it. There could be databases, there could be servers, right? That way they do. And coming to back to very basics, what is operating system? So operating system is an interface between user and the computer hardware. The hardware of the computer cannot understand the human readable language, as it works on binaries, that is zeros and ones, right? So binaries means what? For example, if you see, you downloaded, for example, I have downloaded some software, for example, I might have removed it. So any software you download, for example, you get a exe file here, right? When you download exe file, you get, so that is a binary file. As of now I deleted it, right? Whatever you download, okay, I have even removed it maybe. So whatever you download from the internet, any software you might have downloaded for different purpose, for different softwares you might have downloaded, those are all called binary files. Those are called binary files. And you, when you double click it, then it will be installed and you can use it. In such case, we need an interface which can translate human language to hardware and vice versa for effective communication, right? When you typing, when you browse, when you moving your mouse, everything hardware activity, right? So when you typing, the keyboard should get some should somebody should send request to keyboard saying that he typed key A. When he typed key B, then OS will inform to the keyboard or software saying that B has been clicked. Then the keyboard displays that character on the notepad wherever you're typing it. That is the output. So input you give, output it will give, but between output and input your OS will be there. And you moved your mouse somewhere here, so you moved it to a new location. So in microseconds the OS will inform to the mouse OS mouse operating mouse software, saying that now the new location of the mouse is this coordinate, xy coordinate it will give to it to the mouse. So wherever you move, immediately the operating system will inform to the mouse software saying that now the mouse has moved to this coordinate, xy coordinate will give. So immediately the mouse will display over there, but those things we cannot see with our eyes, but everything happens automatically. It's very fast. And we have different types of operating systems. One is single user single tasking operating system. So it is called MS DOS. So MS DOS is an operating system which can be used by only one person. Multiple users cannot connect to a system. Only one person can connect and only one activity can do. Whereas single user multitasking operating system, where but now it is single user, and he can, once he log into a single user, he can do multiple activities. He can open paintbrush, he can open word, he can open excel sheet, he can do multiple things. But whereas on DOS operating system we cannot do, only one task you can do at a time. But even windows servers are there where multiple users can connect to it as well. Here I mentioned single, but Windows Server multiple users can connect to it, and multiple users can do multiple multitasking on that. And next comes multi-user multitasking operating system, that is Linux or Unix. So most of the companies we work on Linux machines, mostly very much we work on Linux machines. So initially we work on Windows as well while working on the cloud, and we will move to Linux machines, and most of the work we do on the Linux machines on the cloud. And all the tools which we are going to learn, all the tools, DevOps tools, we will work only on the cloud on Linux machines, and we will not be installing any software on your local machines. Everything we work on the cloud only. Now comes networking. So as I told you in the beginning, all servers are interconnected through networking, right? So then what is networking? A computer network is a system in which multiple computers are connected to each other to share information and resources. So these are all different computers are all interconnected, right? So now these persons can share the resources. Which resources? For example, if you take an example of a hospital or a bank, for example. So in a bank, multiple employees sit in their cubicles, and they're working on their machines. And when they want to give a printout, then a common printer will be there somewhere in the corner. When they give a print, the printer goes to that request to that particular printer. So anybody when give the print order, then that request goes to that particular printer. So one printer is shared by all of them, right? That is happening because of networking only. If there is no networking, then all of them should have their own printer. Because we have networking concept here, because of that they are able to share that particular printer resources service. That service they can use it, they can share it. Because of sharing, they don't need to buy multiple printers, and because of that, less costs for the company, right? So networking helps a lot. Let's understand it in depth. So what are the characteristics of a computer network? Share resources from one computer to another. That means, suppose this person have some files, he can share those files and folders from his machine to this person or any person who are in that network. It's very easy. Otherwise, suppose if you take our personal laptops, if our friend wants some data, then what we do, we will copy it into a pen drive and we'll give it to him to copy, right? Otherwise what we do, there is another option. You can do something like you can copy the files in a Google Drive, and you will share that files folder to him, and you give him the URL. He will copy the files. That is happening because of internet. That is networking, right? So having networking, there are a lot of profits for everybody in the company. So create files and store them in one computer, access those files from other computers connected over the network. connect a printer, scanner, or a fax machine to one computer within the network and let other computers of the network to use the machines available over the network. Hope you understood this part. And these are called RJ45 cables. Network cables are used to connect computers. The most commonly used cable is category 5 cable RJ45. So when administrators, when they are working inside the data center, they mostly use RJ45 cables to connect the servers to the network. Even we use in our house, like to our Wi-Fi router, we use them. When Wi-Fi is not working, we can use this cable directly to it. Next, router. A router is a type of device which acts as the central point among the computers and other devices that are a part of the network. It is equipped with holes called ports. Computers and other devices are connected to a router using network cables. Nowadays, router comes in wireless modes using which computers can be connected without any physical cable. Hope you are able to understand these things. These are all just introduction to you who are non-IT, just to introduction to you such that you may not feel you have never heard about this. So now you are hearing now. You listen this recording. I will send you. I will send the recording as well. So you listen them again and just get familiar with them. If any doubts, you can ask in the next class. Now we have network card. So network card is necessary component of a computer without which a computer cannot be connected over a network. You should remember that network card is must mandatory. It is also known as the network adapter or network interface card. Most branded computers have network card pre-installed. Network cards are of two types: internal and external network cards. When the network, you see, when your internet is not connecting to when your desktop is not connecting or laptop is not connecting to the network, then no, the most problem could be the your network interface card might have not working properly. So it may be in which will be inside the laptop. I have to open it. I have to fix it. It may be you have to maybe you have to replace it. So networking card is very important to connect to the internet. And internal network cards. We have two types of cards actually. Motherboard has a slot for internal network and network card where it is to be inserted. Internal network cards are of two types, in which the first type uses peripheral component interconnect connection, while the second type uses industry standard architecture ISA. Network cables are required to provide network access. The only thing you have to understand is that network card are used for network access. That is the most important thing you should understand. Next coming to external network cards. External network cards are of two types: wireless and USB. Normally, most of the people we use USB based network cards when our physical network card is failed. Wireless network cards needs to be inserted into the motherboard. However, no network cable is required to connect to the network. This is the wireless network card, but this we have to open the laptop and we have to connect it. But wire is not required. Whereas USB, it is just like as you insert a pen drive, right? Similarly, you have to insert a USB that USB that when you insert it automatically you will be connected to the internet. Now comes what are the important types of computer networks? We have PAN, that is personal area network, LAN local area network, WAN wide area network, and MAN metropolitan area network. We'll see each of them. And out of these four, LAN mostly used inside the organizations like banks, hospitals, right? Wide area we will see in depth actually. So PAN, personal area network, is a PAN is a computer network formed around a person. It generally consists of computer, mobile, or personal digital assistant. PAN can be used for establishing communication among these personal devices for connecting to a digital network and the internet. So, and and this network will not be for long distance. Let's understand the characteristics of PAN. It is mostly personal devices network equipped with limited area, like your mobile. When you on the hotspot, then the people who can access your hotspot, right? They can connect to it at least from some particular distance. After that, they cannot connect to it. So it's a limited range actually. Allows you to handle the interconnection of IT devices at the surroundings of a single user. PAN includes mobile devices, tablets, and laptop. Advantages of PAN: PAN networks are relatively secure and safe. It offers only short range solution up to 10 meters. After that, you can't access it, right? So it will be weak. The network will be very weak. Strictly restricted to a smaller area. Okay, that is about PAN. But PAN normally we use normally. Next comes LAN. LAN stands for local area network. It is a group of network devices that allow communication between various connected devices. It covers the smallest area such as colleges, schools, hospitals, and so on. So normally it's used in organizations. Characteristics of a LAN: it is private network because it's inside the organization, right? It is private. They will have full control on it. The administrator will take care. LAN operates at a relatively higher speed compared to other WAN systems. So it says it is higher, it contains higher speed. Why it is so? We'll try to understand when we go to WAN. Because WAN is a wide area network. It covers even not only countries. Using WAN system, you can even connect to continents. That means the countries which are other side of the ocean. Using that also we can connect using WAN systems. We'll see that. So advantages of LAN: computer resources like hard disks, DVD-ROM, and printers can share local area networks. This significantly reduces the cost of hardware purchases. Data of all networks users can be stored on a single hard disk of the server computer. It will easy to manage data at only one place, which makes data more secure. So in one server, the data will be stored, and all the clients can connect to that server, and they can get the data what they require. At central location, the data can be kept. Like no, in real time, what happens is that in real time, employees of a IT company are not allowed to download software from the internet. But the required softwares, either they have to raise a request. So they have to raise a request, like they used to they will have internally separate website for that. In that they will put a order that we want this software to be installed on our machine. Then somebody will connect to their machine and they will install it. And there is another option called shared folder concept. In small companies, what happens is they they will keep all the softwares already pre-downloaded, and they will keep it in some of the folders, and that folder path they will share with the employees, and they will ask them to connect to that shared folder, and they can copy the softwares what they want on their local machine, and they can install it on their machine, right? So for that, we LAN helps a lot. What are the disadvantages of LAN? Unauthorized users can access critical data of an organization in case LAN admin is not able to secure centralized data repository. So the LAN administration should put some authentication process. Otherwise, it can be accessed by unauthorized persons, and they can copy the data from there. So before connecting to the server, the LAN administrator should create some authentication process over there, so that if they are authenticated, only then the access should be given. If they are not given, then that is one of the disadvantage. Then comes MAN. What is MAN? MAN stands for Metropolitan Area Network. It covers the largest area than LAN, such as small towns, cities, etc. MAN connects two or more computers that resides within the same or completely different cities. You see here we have different school, hospital, everything are interconnected to through metropolitan area network. It's bigger than LAN. So characteristics of man, it mostly covers towns and cities in a maximum 50-kilometer range. Mostly used medium is optic fibers cables. If you remember, long back Geo, they laid out fiber optics on the they drilled on the road, right? They drilled the road and they laid out the fiber optics. So it comes under man. Advantage of man, it offers fast communication using high speed carriers like fiber optic cables, like Geo fiber. It provides excellent support for an extensive size network and greater access to WANs. So we'll come to WAN in a minute. So if you have man, then it gives support for man to establish WAN. How? We'll see. A MAN network mostly includes some areas of a city or an entire city. But what are the disadvantages of MAN? Here are the drawbacks and cons of using MAN network. You need more cable to establish MAN connection from one place to another. In MAN network is tough to make a system secure from hackers because it is laid on the roads, right? On the roads, right? Anybody can do anything. But if you take LAN, it is not like that. The LAN will be inside the organization. They can protect the complete network. But MAN is not like that. They laid it on the roadside. Because of that, there is not much security. Anybody can do anything. And the last one is WAN. What is WAN? WAN stands for Wide Area Network. It covers a large area than LAN as well as MAN, such as country and continents, etc. WAN is expensive and should or might not be owned by one organization. Satellite medium is used for wide area networks. So here you should understand, like, it might not be owned by one organization. That means Infosys, Wipro, TCS, such kind of companies will not use WAN. They cannot afford it. So mostly who can do it? Like cloud providers. Cloud providers are like large cloud providers, like for example Amazon, Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud. These people can afford, they can lay out WAN network across the countries and across the continents. So they have cables even underneath the oceans, though they have invested a lot of money for this infrastructure. So what the network they used is called WAN. So LAN, so to the WAN we can connect LANs and MANs as well. Multiple MANs, multiple LANs you can connect to WAN. Characteristics of WAN: any organization can form its global integrated networks using WAN. So it's saying any organization can form its global integrated network. That means, suppose now we are using Amazon cloud, for example, and now you got a project from Japan, from client from Japan. Now you have developed it. Now the application is ready now, but the application is used by only the Japanese people. Then the application has to be deployed in Japan. So now, because Amazon cloud also having their data center in Japan, in one of the location called Tokyo, then developers who are in Hyderabad, they can connect it to the data center from there. So as you log into Amazon console, the Amazon cloud, when you log into it, you can connect it to any place in the world, wherever Amazon having the data centers, to that places you can connect. We call them regions. We call those cities as regions. I will explain them thoroughly in coming sessions. But Amazon contains these data centers in multiple countries, in multiple regions. So now the Hyderabad developers who have developed it, they can deploy their application on the Tokyo data center. So this way, because this happened because of WAN only, because the Amazon people laid out their fiber network even up to Japan. So everything is interconnected. The whole world is interconnected. So that is the reason we are saying any organization can form its global integrated network using WAN. Advantage of WAN: Vans help you to cover a larger geographical area. Therefore, business offices situated at longer distances can easily communicate. WAN connections work using radio transmitters and receivers built into client devices. Disadvantage of WAN: the initial setup cost of investment is very high. It is difficult to maintain the WAN network. You need skilled technicians and network administrators. So managing them is very difficult. So we need skilled technicians and network administrators. So completely these all LANs, set of LANs connect to the WAN, and WAN connects that LAN to another country, and this LAN connects to a city, and that city connects to a metropolitan area network, and this in turn connects to another city, and that connects to another LAN. So all they will interconnect each other. So I will stop here today. Till now, if you have any questions on this topic or on any other topic, you can ask me. I will wait for your queries. These are all basics actually, but once we start cloud, I'm just preparing the people who are not in IT. I'm just giving some base to them, and also developers who normally won't use all these things. So for them also it will be helpful because they never worked in the administration area. So for them also it will be very benefit. And these we will use inside our cloud as well, but not physically. We will see how we can use it, but in another 2 days, 2 or 3 days, because you should understand, not 2 days actually, tomorrow we do account creation. Tomorrow, most probably tomorrow we will do account creation mostly. Tomorrow I will explain some basics about cloud and first 30 minutes, and next 30 minutes I will explain you how to create an account. Once you account is created, then day after tomorrow we will start practicals. One more day we require. So today is Tuesday. On from Thursday onwards we start practicals. Tomorrow we will open account. So that is the plan for next 2 sessions. If you are anyone interested to know, that is a plan for next 2 sessions. From Thursday onwards we start practicals. And once practicals is started, the theory what I am teaching till now hours together will not be there. So everything will be practical work. So you have to practice them daily, and next day you can ask me. If you after even after listening the recordings, if you're not able to do the practicals, then no problem, you can next day in the class first 10 minutes you can discuss your queries, no problem. If you are good with the practice, only then we will move to another topic, but it will be very helpful for others also if you do it properly, so that we will not waste any time, because anyway I will be sharing the recording every day. All the steps you can follow by listening the recording, and you can see, by seeing it you can practice it. Actually you won't get any problem while doing it. Yeah, please, now you can ask any questions for future classes as well, or anything. I'm ready to listen. We have 10 more minutes. This is only for you. These 10 minutes you can use it. Sarvan Kumar, Sima, Lokesh, Revanti, Naveen, Kishore, Mohit, speak out, no problem. Hua, don't hesitate. So even in your local language it's fine for me, no problem. In Telugu, Hindi, no problem. I'm just talking in English because, yeah, sorry. Revanti, yes, good morning.
Good morning, Madan. No query for today's session.
Okay, thanks, Revanti. So we will speak in English, it will
Yeah,
be helpful,
Madan.
right? Yes, Naveen, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Madan. Actually, are you going to teach that self-scripting as well as practicals?
Yes, you are right, I will be teaching that self scripting.
Uh, okay, how many days it will be? Classes, self-scripting? Like,
That
what are the
depends.
content we require? Only that one, or you are going to teach advanced as well for that?
No, whatever we required for our regular work, like whatever regular work we do
Okay.
in the as a DevOps engineer, whatever we do, those
Okay.
things, main things we cover, because it's a ocean, right? We will
Yeah.
pick up
Yes.
the
Yes.
most important things for our work.
Okay.
So whatever we need, even Linux as well. So Linux as well, whatever to do the daily activities, whatever required, those things we will learn in the Linux. We will not waste any time learning more in Linux. But unfortunately, suppose while you working on Linux, some things you don't know, no worries, but the things what we learned here will help you to do lot of the things, most of the things 95%. But only 5%, if you are not, those commands you know are not, you don't know those 5%, then at that time we can even myself also depend on Google at that time. So very rare
Okay.
cases
Okay.
we will use, and we depend on Google sometimes. So don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. Why I'm asking is for this shell scripting, why? Because most of the companies asking for shell script in real time they are using. So for real time purpose, are we going to do the practicals or not? Just my clarification I'm asking you.
Okay, Naveen, got it. I got it, your question. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, Naveen, we will address it definitely.
Yeah.
We are working on the everything on practicals. We'll
Yeah.
do that.
Okay. Okay.
Real time practicals we do.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Thanks, Naveen. Mohit, any questions? Mohit, you can speak in any language, no problem. If you have any issue, हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हैं आप, कुछ भी डाउट है हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हैं आप, आई कैन क्लियर देम। हुआ, गुड मॉर्निंग। हुआ, गुड मॉर्निंग, यू वांट टू स्पीक समथिंग?
Do you have like WhatsApp group?
Yes, Kishore, we will be planning soon once the batch is ready. Still, we were counting the numbers. Once it is ready, we will prepare a WhatsApp group, and then no, you can ping in that group if you have any questions. Okay, and whenever possible, I can immediately respond you. But the group will be very helpful after going through some sessions, some 10-15 sessions. Then we will be in deep practicals. At the time, before that only, we will start a group immediately, so that if you are have any issues in the group, you can ping the screenshots where you are not working, where you are not able to do. You can send the screenshot. Anybody in our group can answer it, or else myself I will answer it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Kishore. Uha, you want to speak? You are unmuted. So, yes, Uha, tell me, please. No queries, Uha? No queries?
Hello, can you hear me?
But not that clear, Uha.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
Uha.
there's no questions
I will,
for me.
yes, please.
Can you hear me, Mother?
Yes, Uha, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, but there's no questions for me. Like, say,
It's not that clear, to be honest with you. Uh, why is it not that clear? Can you ping me here
Madan,
otherwise?
Madan,
Ah,
she's saying that she don't have any queries.
oh my God. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, Uha. I'm very sorry. Sorry, sorry. Got it. I got it. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. Okay, okay, okay. Thanks, Revanthi. So this is my habit. Every day I will ask, every class I will ask this way. Don't mind. Just, just I want clarifications, so that if you're quite no, I will be in doubt whether really you're understanding or just listening. I don't. That's the reason I will ask the question in every session. That's all. Okay, then, if no questions, then we will end of the session for today. And tomorrow, okay, I'm sorry, I told you that tomorrow we'll open account, but okay, we can do it. Few more slides are there. Okay, this, okay, we can open account. So tomorrow what you can do is that we need, if you already have account opened, then no, If you have opened it 12, if you opened some 3-4 months back, no problem, you can use it. But if you opened it 12 months back, then better you create a new one. And for that, for a new one, we required a debit card. Debit card is fine, and the debit card, if it is a Mastercard or Visa card, will be better, because Amazon allowing Rupee card, but Rupee card somehow I'm finding some of the students are unable to create account with Rupee card. That is the reason, better you, if you have a debit card with which are with from Master and Visa. That is one thing. And then we also require a PAN card. We also require a PAN card. So, and of course a Gmail account. That's all these things we require. But I found with some students that they spend 2 days time in creating the account, because their card is not supported. So that is the reason, not to waste any time, you better prepare tomorrow. We will spend some time, half an hour time. In that half an hour time, if you are able to create the accounts, then no problem. Otherwise, you can try after that also. I will explain the procedure tomorrow. Hope no questions now. I will end the session now. Have a good day. Take care. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.